Hello everyone. In this session, we will understand about break, continue and pass keywords in Python. Break is used along with the loop. In our previous class, we have already understood what is loop and how to use it in Python coding. Break statement used to terminate the loop in which it is present. Based on some condition, we can use break, and this break keyword will actually terminate the loop if the condition is met. Similarly, continue is another keyword which is used to skip the current iteration of a loop and move to the next iteration. So both break and continue, these two keywords works within loop. Let's understand break and continue first in this flowchart, and then we will understand about pass. We know that loop has one condition. If the loop condition is true, then it will execute one iteration of the code segment, and if it is false, then it will come out from the loop. Here in the if the condition is true of a loop, then it will go and check the break condition again. So that means we have to write the break statement within a conditional statement, within if statement. Based on the condition of if statement, break will either execute or will not execute. If the break condition is true, then it will come out from the loop directly. If the break condition is false, then it will execute all the other statements written after the break statement, and then it will again check the loop condition for the next iteration. In the other case, in case of continue, basically the same loop condition will be checked. If the loop condition is true, then it will again check the continue condition. If the continue condition is true, then it will go back to the loop condition checking. If the continue is false, the other statements written after continue condition will be executed and will go back for the next condition checking for loop. So here, if the continue condition is true, then it will not execute the other statements. It will directly skip that iteration and go back to the next iteration for condition checking. The other statements will only work if the continue condition is false. So as you can understand clearly, the break and continue works in opposite way. In case of break condition, if it is true, it will come out from the loop. The loop will be ended. It will not go back to the condition checking again. Whereas if continue condition is true, then it will go back to the loop condition checking again. It will not come out from the loop. That is the basic difference between break and continue keyword. We will understand both the things with some examples so that it will be clear to you. Let's understand the pass keyword. The meaning of pass keyword is no operation. So basically, if we want to perform nothing for some loop or the conditional statement, then we use pass. It used as a placeholder. It is used in the place where we do not want to run anything. So if you write if x equal to 1, and if we want to do nothing here within this if statement, if we keep it empty, then there will be a compilation error in Python. Now think about some condition where we do not know what should we write right now in within this if statement. It is for future usage. In such cases, we can use pass. We have to write pass like this in small. Then it will not provide you any compilation error. However, this if will not execute anything. And in future, once we are ready with the actual statement within this if statement, instead of pass, you will write some code segment. Pass is mainly used for temporary purpose. Not know what to write within this if statement right away. We can write pass so that there will be no compilation error. In future, once we are ready with the actual code segment to be added within if, we will remove pass and then we will add the actual code segment. That is the main use of pass. Let's understand break, continue and pass keywords with some examples. Let's start with break. We know break is a keyword using which we can come out from a while loop or from a for loop based on some condition. This is the condition for loop, whereas this is the condition for break. Now, loop condition, we know what is it because we have gone through our previous session where we have discussed about loop and its usage in Python in detail. Here, what we are doing, we have some index variable which stores 1 in it. It's nothing but a memory location which stores 1, and name of this memory location is index. Now, in while condition, what we are checking if the index value is less than equal to 10 or not. In this case, it is true. If it is true, then it will come into this if statement. In this if statement, we are checking if the index value is 7 or not. If index value is not 7, then this condition will be false, and then it will not execute the break statement. It will go to the next statement to print the index value. What it will do? It will print 1 here because index value is 1. In the second statement, we are increasing the index value by 1. If you are not aware about plus equal to symbol, I have one video for Python operators. You can go through it. It's nothing but an assignment operator where the meaning of this index plus equal to 1 is index equal to index plus 1. So basically it will increase the index value by 1. So next time it will go with index value 2. It will check the condition. If it is true, in this case it is true, it will come inside. The if statement or the break condition is false, so break will not happen. It will print index value 2, it will increase the index value 3. Like this, it will keep printing all the items. Only once if the index value is 7, then break statement will execute, and after 6, in case of 7, break statement will execute and it will come out from the while loop. It is not coming out from the if statement. It is coming out from the immediate while loop. That means what? It will not print index value anymore, and it will not increase the index value anymore. So the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will be the output of this program. Let's understand the continue keyword with an example. Here there is some index variable which stores 0 here. The index less than 10 will be true because 0 is less than 10. It will come here, come inside. The index value will increase with by 1. Now if index equal to 4, then only this continue statement will work. So in this case, as the index value is not 4, what it will do? It will print the index value. What will be the index value? It will be 1. Initially it was 0. After increasing with 1, its value is 1 now. As we have understood the loop in Python, we know it will go back to check the condition again. And it will keep doing this loop until this condition is false. So in this case, it will go back. The index value is 1 now. 1 is less than 10, which is a true condition. It will come here. It will increase the index value to 2. And then it will again check if index equal to 4 or not. So that means continue will not work. 2 will print. Similarly, 3 will print. Now, once the index value is 3, it will go back in this condition again. The condition is true. Why? Because 3 less than 10 is true. It will come inside. It will increase the index value from 3 to 4. Now, if you see, this if condition is true now. Why? Because index equal to 4. We are checking if index equal to 4. It is true. That's the reason continue statement will execute. And as a part of continue statement from theory, we have understood that continue skips the existing iteration and it will start a next iteration. Happen if continue statement gets executed, it will go back to the condition again with index value 4. It will not print the index value because it is keeping all the statements written after continue statement. Hence, 4 will not be printed. It will go back. Index value is 4, which is less than 10. It will come inside. Index value will increase from 4 to 5. And then it will check the condition. This condition will not be false anymore because every time we are increasing the value of index and index value is 5 now. So never it will be index equal to 4 again. So for each of the other items 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10 will be printed. This will be the output of this program. If you see clearly here, 4 is not present. Why? Because in case of 4, we have used continue statement. So continue statement will allow 4 to print here. It will skip the existing iteration and it will go back to the condition checking again for the next iteration. Let's see about pass keyword. As we have discussed, pass keyword does nothing. It's mainly a placeholder to perform nothing. If we do not know what to do within this while loop right away, we cannot keep like this. This will provide a compilation error in Python. That's the reason there is one keyword called pass which does nothing and it will save us from the compilation error. I'm in my PyCharm ID and created one tutorial 9 Python. So in this Python file, we will be understanding about break and continue statement. Along with that, we will also see one example of pass statement. Let's start with the break statement first. Here we have one while loop. There is some initialization where we have created one variable and initialized it with 1. In the while loop, we are checking if the index value is less than equal to 5. It will keep looping the thing. If you see, there is one conditional statement. Based on this condition, it will break. As we have understood in our theory session, break statement exits the immediate loop where it is present. So in this case, this break statement is present within this while loop. If this condition is true, then the control will come out from this while loop. Basically, it will exit while loop if the break condition is true. Let's understand it how it will execute in Python. Initially, the index value is 1. The condition for while loop is true. It will come inside. It will check the break condition. This if condition is false in this case because index value is 1. 1 modulus 4 will give you 1, but it is not giving us 0. That means this break statement which is written within the if condition will not execute. It will print the index value which is nothing but 1. It will increase the index value as well. So plus equal to is nothing but index equal to index plus 1. From line number 9, it will not come to line number 10. Why? Because as per the loop, we know it will go back and check the condition again. Unless this condition is false, it will not come out. However, in this break example, we will see that even though this condition is true, because of some other condition, it will come out from the loop using break statement. That is the purpose of using break statement in Python. Let's understand what is written in line number 10. This small a is representation for format. So it's nothing but a formatted string. What will happen? It will print the string as it is, and it will not print index, rather it will print the value within index variable here. If you see, the index variable is written within curly braces. This is the way to print the value of a variable. We will run this code and we will analyze it. If you see the code and the output, you can clearly understand in the very first print, the index value is 1. So 1 got printed. Again, index value will increase by 1. So now the index value is 2. It will go back while condition is true. This if condition is false because 2 modulus 4 is not 0. So break statement will not work. It will print the index value, which is 2. Similarly, it will print 3. Once the index value is 3, in this line, it will increase the value of index to 4. It will go back. This while condition is true because 4 less than equal to 5 is true. It will come inside. Now 4 modulus 4 is equal to 0. That's the reason this break statement will execute. Even though the while condition is true, it will come out from this loop because of this break statement. So if you see, this print 4 will not work. If you see here, it only prints 1, 2, 3, not 4. And it will not increase the index value anymore. It will break out from this loop right here in the line number 7. No other statements written after break will execute. Outside the loop, we have a print statement to understand what is the current index value now. If you see here, the current index value is 4. So it's telling I am out of loop and the value of index is 4. Note one thing here, though 4 is less than equal to 5, that means the loop condition is true, even then it is coming out from the loop. And that is the exact purpose of using break statement. Let's understand continue statement in Python with this example. We have similar while loop here where the index variable is initialized with 0. This condition is true because 0 less than equal to 5 is true. Index value will get added by 1. So now the index value is 1. 1 modulus 2 equal to 0. The condition is false. If the condition is false, this continue statement written within this if will not execute. This continue will execute only if this condition is true. Remember one thing, both break and continue will be surrounded by one if statement. Based on some condition, continue or break will execute. If continue is not getting executed, then it will print the very next line, which is within this while loop. The index value, which is 1, will be printed here. It will not come out from the loop. Why? Because we know in loop it will go back to the condition checking again. Now index value is 1, 1 less than 5. So this condition is true. It will increase the index value to 2. Now 2 modulus 2 equal to 0. This condition is true now. So continue statement will execute. What will happen? This particular print statement, all the other statements written after continue will not execute, and this iteration will be skipped. It will go back to the while loop again and start the next iteration. So here this print statement will not execute, and then it will go back to the condition checking again with index value 2. Index will be updated to 3. 3 modulus 2 equal to 0. This condition will be false when the index value is 3. The continue statement will not execute. It will print the index value. I have added a print statement here just to understand what is the index value once it is coming out from the while loop. Let's run this program and see how it is executing. So if you see here, it is only printing 1, 3 and 5. Why? Because whenever there is an even number, this continue will execute. When the control will come out from this while loop and this print statement will execute, when the index value is more than 5, at that time this condition will be false and it will come out from the loop. That is the reason if you see now the index value is 6 once it is coming out from the loop. It will skip the current iteration and it will go back, start a new iteration, or will start a next iteration. Hope you have understood what is the use of continue in Python. If the index value is even, we want to perform something, but we don't know what to perform right away. Probably after a discussion with the team, we will decide what are the statements we have to write here. But if we don't put pass here and run this program, it will give you an error, indentation error. Why? Because it's an empty if, which is not possible, and Python compiler will give you a compilation error here. To avoid such situations, we use pass statement, which is present in Python. If we now run this program, there is no compilation error. So pass statement is just to protect your unfinished code from compilation error. Pass is used only in temporary basis. As and when you decide what to write within this if, you will remove this pass and write the actual statement you want to execute for this condition. Now I have given here an example with the conditional statement. It can be also used within loop. Thank you for watching this video.